This video is brought to you by Manscaped. Now, are you tired of your dodgy razor making your neck look a right state? Well, thanks to the Handyman, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Works like a charm. Wouldn't use it on myself if I didn't recommend it. With the Handyman's skin-safe technology, it reduces nicks and cuts, and you can finally feel confident when going for that close shave. This is for wet and dry use, and you can feel free to take this everywhere. The compact design and airplane friendliness make this the perfect travel tool for on-the-go use. And being able to shave up to 3 days of hair growth without the mess of a wet shave is priceless. And for the guys out there with big beards, the Beard Hedger Pro Kit has everything you need. The cordless trimmer has a rotary reel that gives you 20 hair cutting lengths, all with one guard. So no more drawers full of extra add-ons collecting cobwebs. That's 20 different beard lengths, all with one guard. The Beard Hedger is a high-tech piece of art and a travel-sized package with long-lasting battery, universal charging, and a strong motor. And it's all thanks to Manscaped, and you can get yours now by using my code TRUE at manscaped.com, which gives you 20% off and free shipping. That's TRUE, all block capitals, all one word, at checkout. But for now, enjoy the video. In the VAR for a potential handball.
Hoyland on robbery.
I mean, it is a pull,
but is it a penalty, though?
Do we see it?
It kind of is, man.
Do you think it was that significant contact?
Yeah, it kind of is.
I'm not having that.
It's soft.
I'm not having that.
It's soft.
It's soft, but it's a penalty.
It's soft.
It's soft as fuck.
Brian, what do you think?
Does it go into that area where he's going to be?
Mate,
Yeah, it does.
I feel like the way football's going, we're gonna see that shit given more and more.
Did he need to go down there?
No.
Did he need to put his hand on his on his torso though?
He probably did, yeah.
I don't think this is a penalty.
It's got to be a penalty.
He's given the penalty.
He's given it.
Oh
At
my
Old
days.
Trafford.
I feel for Hoyland because, like, how many times do we say that every game?
Yeah.
Did you think it was a pen?
I wouldn't have given it.
Never.
I thought it was soft. I thought it was
If
soft.
I
I'm not
think
gonna lie.
it's not a penalty and it's going against Man United, then you know it's
I thought it was
shit.
soft.
It's
Gang quick with it.
Easy.
Haaland.
Easy. Corner.
1-0.
Ice cool.
Oh
from
no,
the big
got
lad.
bent the wrong way. You know my friend, he's going as Onana for Halloween.
Really?
He is black. Just to put out there. Yeah,
no,
just
I was
put out
about
there.
to ask you.
No, he is black. He isn't. He's in
Gets
blackface.
cancelled, I'm out.
You know these lackluster performances that Man United keep putting on where you're like, you don't even look like you're fucking trying. Do you know how many times that's happened since Eddie Howe came in? Once. One game where I'm literally going, yous haven't even fucking turned up the day. And it was against Brighton this season. We look like shit. And that's in like over 18 months of football.
So do you think-
I see that with Man United all the fucking time, to be honest.
So with Ten Hag, do you think he's an average coach, or do you just think he's got bad man management skills?
Here's the question. What is Ten Hag? Is he a man motivator? I don't think so. He's hardly fucking the most passionate, flamboyant speaker who's going to whip everyone up and shit.
Yeah, when he
so
talks,
is he a
I'm just like, I
tactician?
feel like sleeping.
I don't fucking think so. So what the fuck is he then?
He's a disciplinarian.
He's a disciplinarian.
Conte, he's a Conte-esque,
How can you be that if he was an Ajax manager though? Like really, like
Daniel
growing up
Levy
on.
weren't having him. Was he?
If you've come up on Johan Cruyff total football, I don't understand how this is now your philosophy.
I wouldn't say he's any. I think he's a good all-round coach, and I think he probably touches 7 out of 10 on each of those key
Is that
areas.
good enough to be Man United manager?
No, it's not. But at the time, there wasn't very many options as to who could take that job instead of him.
Man United parked the bus. Like, they've literally, they've tried to hit them on the counter-attack. They've not been ambitious. They've not tried to punch with them.
Isn't that embarrassing though?
At
home in a derby.
Is that not how Man United play?
Yeah,
but Man United not play this week in, week out, though. They love a transition.
Not quite
they like
not quite as bad as
yeah,
this.
United didn't play a million miles away from this against Sheffield United.
Yeah,
that's true.
They were horrendous in that game.
Of course, they would be better and have more attacking flair than they do in this game, but they didn't play
They got dominated by Sheffield United. It was absolutely staggering.
But Man United are playing with 6 behind the ball and they've got 4 up front, and so they're trying to hope to counter-attack with that 4, but that 6 ain't leaving. They haven't gone outside of their own half yet. They're just staying in that particular place to nullify them, but I just don't think it's good enough. I don't think you can separate your defence and attack in that way so rigidly, because when Man City have the ball, the work rate isn't good enough.
Because I'm not saying you got to go toe to toe, but come out a bit more. You're playing like Sheffield.
They've showed no ambition.
You're playing like Luton. You're at home.
They don't have it.
Yeah,
this ain't away from at home. You're at home.
But you're talking about tactics, right? And you're going, right, you've got a very big mismatch in quality, especially from a defensive perspective, right? Especially when you look at the attack that they've got to do against Man United. The quality. So you're expecting Ten Hag to go, do you know what, lads? I'm just going to play them at their own game. I'm just going to go for Man City and go toe to toe and play their.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This isn't the great Man United that's currently in the Champions League, finished in the top 4 last year, has Bruno Fernandes, who they rave on about, Marcus Rashford, who's supposed to be a boy wonder. Like, they've just bought Amrabat, they got Ericsson, they got experience. Like, what are we talking about here? This is Manchester United.
I think
they're in the Champions League right now.
Than what they have been.
If it was at the Etihad, I would completely understand this right now. Camp in your box. Don't even come out of it. Counter with Højlund, Rashford, do all of that. You're at home. Man City aren't even in a good period of form right now.
If this is Jose Mourinho managing Man United, we go, what a great tactical performance.
That's their most successful manager post-Ferguson, by the way. When is Bruno Fernandes going to step up in these big games? This is what I keep saying. Everyone raves on about this guy, says he's the truth, all of this. And every big game I look for him, and he never shows up.
Oh, this is easy. Man United cut apart. What a goal. Manchester United, since they've come up for the second half, have been put to the fucking sword. They've not had the ball.
It's a good goal.
Okay, can I change my prediction now?
Good.
It's on camera.
That overlap from Bernardo Silva, we saw it coming a mile.
Man United have barely had a kick to the ball in the entire fucking match, but the City have just gone up a gear and went, right, we're going to blow you away now. So enough's enough.
How did they not see this overlap coming? Watch this. This is like ridiculous. Like, it was textbook.
Where is Dalot there, by the way? Because that was Bruno as in a right back position.
They're all over the shop. Do you know what? Right? Of all the players you leave free in the back post, the man the size of the Eiffel fucking tower, you can't miss him.
Yeah, the defensive shape was terrible.
That was insane. They just,
When we were talking about, like, is he a good tactician? Yeah.
Bollocks, mate.
He's not. There's no
bullshit.
doubling up. Everyone was in the wrong place.
Erling Haaland, it's 3, and it's such a comfortable win.
Bill, yes, get on there, my boys. Knee slide, yes.
Didn't we say earlier?
Stop putting Iniesta.
Foden doesn't score the main goals, but he puts the icing on the cake.
No, don't do him like that, man.
No, he's done well.
Do you know what this means to this young lad? In a Manchester derby, in the pouring rain at Old Trafford.
Do you know the saddest bit about this, right, is it was the way Man City were knocking the ball around Man United. It was men against boys, that. Like,
this is the icing on the cake.
This is at Old Trafford.
At what point in the season are we now questioning Erik ten Hag? Because there's got to be a moment.
6 games ago.
No, I don't think there has realistically been any pressure on him yet. Any significant
because
pressure.
of ownership.
But within the Man United fans. Like, they're going to have to sit there now at Old Trafford and take this again. Another
know the mad thing?
loss.
They've won 5 and lost 5 this season, but the 5 they've won, they've played shite in nearly every one of those games.
Yeah.
Like, it's.
I think it's just
Anthony's losing his head on the pitch here, guys.
He's just come on.
Anthony's sweeping at Doku, and then Doku sort of wagged his finger, and Anthony starts smacking it away with furious anger.
Yeah.
And you're like, mate, it's 3-0 down.
I know,
it's the 91st minute. Like, relax.
What is he doing?
Because he's only just come on the pitch, bro. You knew you were losing before you kicked the ball.
Rubbish as well.
He's rubbish and a nutcase. This capitulation at the end of the game is exactly why I feel like Ten Hag doesn't have a handle on this team.
Yeah, there's no control.
Anthony coming in and doing that is nonsense. Bruno Fernandes is your captain, and he's doing a nonsense and kicking people on the floor. You just like, look, to be honest, I don't think this team has the leaders to get out of this in a good way, man. I feel like there's going to be a wholesale clean out.
The narrative, though, from the Man United brigade of online of, oh, well, it was City and we weren't expected to lose and that can't be blamed on Ten Hag. Dude, you play like this every fucking week, man. Yeah. This is no different to Sheffield United. You got dominated. Yeah. And, it wasn't like Sheffield United were creating loads, but you weren't playing football. You looked like shit. And you look like shit again. And this is standard Man United. But the thing is, how much longer before Man United are actually under real pressure to get rid of Ten Hag? I can't see the performances changing.
The only thing
they've been consistent.
The only thing that's going to save Ten Hag is the bureaucracy that goes on at Man United and the impending takeover that's going to happen. That is the only thing.
Ten Hag has to rely on the clouded vision of fans who are willing to believe that this is 100% on the Glazers and not the fact that this fucking fraud has spent over 400 million on a team that was already in the top 6.
Anthony,
by the way, they were top 6 when he inherited them.
Yeah.
And then he spent 400 million on top of a top 6 team.
And they're worse.
And this is the shit where
they're the only team right now in the top 14 in the league to lose 5 games.
There you go.
Wow.
The only team that's lost 5 games, and it's only because they haven't drawn and they've won 5.
They lost 9 last season, which was a lot for the position they finished in.
They've lost 5 with 10 games in now.
I think Newcastle lost about 4 last season. We lost less than half of them or whatever. So here's the thing with Man United. If there's a thing that a manager's supposed to instill in them, along with the tactics, it's mental strength, right?
Yeah.
They're a mentally weak side. I was talking to a Man United mate of mine the other day, and he said, you know the thing about Newcastle? When you guys aren't playing well, you gut it out and you get a draw.
Yeah.
Like against West Ham, we didn't play our best. Against Wolves, we didn't play our best. We got a draw. Man United have no draws this season because they don't have that mental strength. And today, they should look. City are a hard proposition, but you didn't even look in the fucking game at any point.
What are they complaining to the refs about? Like, what is there to complain about?
Maguire's an embarrassment, man.
Anthony should have been sent off in the last few minutes. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he was actually having an argument with Doku even before that free kick. Even he should have been sent off. Like Bruno is petulant again. They've just got
there's no
maturity or like mentality.
The one thing I agree with Marvin on, and you called this from day one, is as much as I think Bruno Fernandes is a better footballer than you do, you've always said he ain't no leader.
Yeah,
he's no fucking leader. No chance.
You can't build a team around him.
You can't be a leader and not turn up in big games.
If you go through that first 11, who would you sit there? If you walk in the club tomorrow, who are you keeping and who are you getting rid of? There's not much to keep.
And not just that, those like, see how we saw Anthony acted. Bruno displays a lot of that in his game as well, that petulant side of him. Do you know what I mean? When you're a leader, you can't be that guy. You need to be the guy that calms everyone down.
But this is so many of these players were bought by Ten Hag now. You can't be like, Ten Hag hasn't got his own stamp on the squad. Bollocks.
But this also shows me I think Man City are going to power on and win this league, though.
I think this will galvanise them for sure. It's a big result.
Rodri
and it was a very easy win. Like there was nothing hard about this win other than the fact that Man United parked the bus. There was no threat. Like we always talk about, me and Joey always compare boxing to football. There was nothing coming back. No. Like you have to lay a glove on the opponent and make him go, oh fuck, we have to. There was no reason to respect Man United today. Scott McTominay had one good shot. Wow. Yeah.